So now, ladies and gentlemen, it was not only this group who attended our dialogue earlier today, but we actually had representatives at our meeting from all parts of the world, from all 5 continents. And now I would like to invite some of those who are here today to just share a small voice, a small thought from today's meeting. So now, from Russia, I would like to invite Miss Yana, who is an international business consultant, to share with us. Yana, please stand up and share your thoughts. Is Sister Yana here? Do we know where she is? Okay, let's go on to the next one from America. Mr. Per Marshall, who is a recording artist. Per Marshall.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. For me, coming to India 36 years ago as a young person was coming home and learning about inner transformation was the greatest secret. And it's an ongoing process. I keep returning. Some people ask, why do you go to India every year? You can go so many places. I've been to other countries, but I return because I just don't go to India. I go through India and I go up into the Aravalli mountain range. And I go to an ancient place where rishis and sages and sadhus and holy men have been doing yoga and meditating. And there I found the campus of the Brahma Kumaris, World Spiritual University, Ishwarya Vishwavidyalaya, And it's a sanctuary of peace, and this is what keeps pulling me back. And every time I try to make a side trip to a different part of India, and I see the diversity and the unity here, like nowhere else in the world. Everybody knows.
So, Per Marshall, an American who understands that India has such huge diversity and such spirituality. Now, let me invite Mr. Curie, who is an architect from Kenya in Africa.
Good evening, everybody. I have been practicing Raja Yoga now for 10 years. The same amount of time I've also been practicing as an architect. And the most surprising connection that I found was my connection between my spiritual path and my business. The more I meditate and work on myself spiritually, the more my business succeeds. So I thank Raja Yoga, and my business thanks Raja Yoga.
Ah, now there is spirituality in practice. His business thanks Raja Yoga. And now let's go back to Russia, Ms. Yana.
Om Shanti. Coming into spirituality about 25 years back, I found my happiness. I found my inner peace. I found the confidence to face the world. And I found my deep love for God. Om Shanti.
Thank you very much. And now, all the way over to Switzerland, let's ask Romagna Lanzani. Are you here?
Hello, good evening. I came to this country first time 20 years ago, and I was searching for truth, for spirituality, and so I was on a pilgrimage, on a physical pilgrimage, and so I went to many places in India. I did not know what spirituality really meant, and when I started to meditate and to practice Raja Yoga, I had the most powerful and the most beautiful experiences, connecting to my true self and the connection and this eternal relationship with the divine, with God, the Satguru. And it was really unique experiences, so beautiful, and really knew that with God, with the divine, you can have all relationships, and the most beautiful and the purest relationships. So the leader of all leaders, or the friend of all friends, is really Paramatma Shiva. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now let's move down to the Southern Hemisphere and introduce you to Mr. Stephen Barclay from Australia.
Hello. 21 years ago, I was in a really bad state. I was really stressed. I was working long hours, working in a very busy teaching hospital in Australia. And the stress was really affecting my body, and I had lots of illnesses were starting to manifest, and I really needed to do something. And so I explored meditation as a way of really finding peace within myself, and it's been a magnificent introduction into my life that's helped me improve the quality of my relationships and really end stress largely, that I can begin to enjoy work and use my inner powers at work to help others and to help people be peaceful. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Stephen Barclay from Australia. And now over to New Zealand, Dan Howarth, our lawyer friend who you've met. Just give us a wave and say hello again.
Thank you. Actually, I never used to even believe in God. Look at the condition of the world. How can you have a divine being with the world like that? What's happening to our human family? So the thing that I've really gained from spirituality is understanding what's my responsibility, what's our responsibility, and what's God's responsibility. And for me, real power is living a life with integrity. I don't need to lie. I don't need to do things that aren't true to my values. For me, that's real power, and that's a real life. Thank you.
Well said. And now back over to Australia, someone who you saw earlier today on stage doing that incredible acrobatics, Ms. Kim Weiner.
So I first started meditating when I was 14, and it's been the most powerful thing of my life, such that it's made me want to just dedicate my whole life to meditating and sharing the joy and power of meditation, and in particular the meditation as taught by the Brahma Kumaris. And for me, it's the power of divine love that's experienced in meditation. It's the power of concentration of the mind. It's the power to let go of the past and be present in the moment and move forward in relationships, in personal transformation, in business, in anything. In fact, meditation, from my experience, gives us the power to do whatever we want, because power is internal, and it's the power of the mind that we're developing. And it's a pleasure to be here and meet everyone tonight. Thank you. Namaste. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Kim. And now over to France, Miss Valérie Magneux.
Good evening, everyone. I started my spiritual journey 35 years ago in Paris, France. The first time I sat in a meditation room, I just felt that I was actually reconnecting with a deep part of myself, that part which is very peaceful and loving, and so today I cannot separate spirituality from my daily life, and because it helps me to cope with any situation, with any challenges, and also to help me to develop this giving nature. So it's really this balance between serving the self and rediscovering the self, and also coming into relationship with other and bringing that quality into relationships. So for me, spirituality is really the foundation of my life. And today it's really giving me that quality and that meaning to my life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Valerie. And now over to Nepal, Sister Sita Rani. Is Sister Sita Rani here? Yes? Speak now.
Om Shanti, Namaste everyone. Uh, Spirituality, the before, life and the after. I came to connect with the spirituality 6 years ago in Nepal. At that time, the life was now and again ups and downs with the more challenges, tension and the frustration. And then I think the life is like a race. You know, we are in the race, the racing horse. And then we don't know that the victory will be definite. But after spirituality, I got the new life with the new birth with the new identity. Identity with the wisdom, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and the power. And with this identity, I'm sure, and then I have that guarantee that victory will be definite. Because I, I am the child of that Supreme Spirit, the Almighty Authority, who is the Spirit of the Father of all human spirit. And we are all His children, and we will, all children, will get this future of power in our life and in this world.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And now finally, from Germany, Mr. Klaus-Peter Henkel.
Om Shanti and good evening. As a child, when I was a small child, I had an infected appendix. And on the table of the surgeons, I died. I left this body and could really see it. That was my experience. And went away slowly into a place where there was light and peace and happiness. And I felt very well there. After a short time, I got somehow from that being which was welcoming me there, please go back to your body. So I took leave and went back and came into this body. This experience is still with me, and all my life I was looking again for this feeling of peace and happiness and light and love. So 15 years ago, when I was in big trouble by myself, I started to look for some help outside, and I came in internet in a chat room across somebody who told me about meditation. I tried it by myself, and when I did it the first time and took this time to sit down and meditate, suddenly I was realizing there it was again, that what I have seen so long ago. And immediately I started to suck in this chat room again and again and day by day this kind of knowledge in me like a sponge. And I realized this power is not outside. This love and peace and happiness, I have not to look for outside, I have to look in myself. So that was the decision. I want to be like that. I want to live in this way. And I realized also the only way to bring it further is that I have to give it also to other people. And so that is my way into spirituality.
Thank you very much indeed. So that, ladies and gentlemen, are just a few experiences